Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever this video finds you. I hope you're having a rad time. I'm the Figure Dude, and on today's Halloween edition of Custom Figure Review, we're going to take it my Halloween-themed CM Punk. Without further ado, let's talk about some figures. Dude. Welcome back, and like I said, this week we are going to go over my CM Punk that just happens to be Halloween themed. I had a couple options I was looking at, but ultimately CM Punk went out for today's Halloween episode of Figure Review. So there's a lot going on here. This actually is not a CM Punk base. You'll see ones. So the shirt is from Threadhead. He's almost always who I go to. I've got Kaos Club Wrestling is someone else I also go to. This shirt is from Threadhead. He had a sale a couple weeks ago, or a week ago maybe, and I got a few things from him, and this shirt was on my list for a while, and I finally finished this attire that I thought went with the time. So we will get things off, get the shirt off. So obviously for Mattel, I went ahead and I used the torso and the arms from the normal CM Punk, and the head scan, I just have a bunch of CM Punk head scans, so I have dremeled them out. They're all swappable, because I can't see CM Punk during this time frame without the WWE Championship, so that's got to stay in the picture. But anyway, the head scan is swappable. They're all swappable. See here, I say that, and then this one might end up not being. Yeah. Not as dremeled out as I was hoping, so it took a little bit of juice to get off there, but they are swappable, just because he had so many different looks with his facial hair, with his haircut, all that. I wanted it to be able to move around a little bit. But this is his Halloween attire, and there was also another Halloween attire he had where he had like the skeleton suit on underneath his yellow trunks, which I might do that one day, but it wasn't something I was really dying for. I think he just wore it at a house show, and if I'm going to do a custom with the yellow, I'm probably going to do his pipe bomb attire. So this is one I went with. This one I've always thought was really cool. We did get a basic of this, and I used that head scan for something else. I couldn't find that head scan, but we did, like I said, we got a basic of this, and I always thought it was a pretty unique attire, pretty cool attire. It's got the orange and the black on the front, in the back, and then we zoom in here. So on the tights, it's got the like spider web, and then that's also there on the boots too. And these are decals. They're from Curbstomp. The legs though, so that's a little bit of a different formula. The legs are from a Bo Dallas figure. So I wanted a CM Punk that was on ball joints, because all of the CM Punks we have, for the most part, I think, are on the ratchet joints. And while not an absolute physical specimen, he is a rather flexible guy, and I can't do a lot of head kicks in my pictures with someone on ratchet joints. So he does have different legs, and I will get some of his other Mattel Elites in here to compare a little bit, so that you can see he's a little bit shorter than his normal Elites, but I thought that was a worthwhile sacrifice to have the ball joint so that he can actually move a little bit. The knee pads, or the kick pads, actually, I think are just like the normal ones too. So they don't have the normal CM Punk design on them, just because the decal doesn't line up with them perfectly, and it wasn't something I was like dying to have. You can see, so it's the ones that rotate here, and when you get real close, like the decal gets a little cut up, but for the most part, I think it looks pretty good. I'm happy with it. See, from a distance, it lines up well, and it's cut so that it can rotate and still keep that look. But I'm gonna go grab some of my CM Punk Elites. We'll take a few looks at comparisons, and then we'll be out of here. All right, we're back to compare a little bit. So I've got the Elite from when he fought the Undertaker, and gosh, Elite 29 maybe. Some of these earlier Elite sets, no, it's not Elite 29. I think Elite, man, I don't even remember. We have a lot of CM Punk Mattel figures, and I know that the gray is from when he fought Undertaker at WrestleMania 29, so maybe that's why 29 is in my head. And then the other one is his Money in the Bank attire, which is my favorite CM Punk figure overall, especially just out of the ones we got officially. Obviously, I really like my own customs, or else I wouldn't make them. But the Money in the Bank attire and that shirt is very iconic for CM Punk. So that's one of my favorites. Height-wise, I think it looks pretty good. There really isn't much of a difference. Most of the difference probably comes from just the actual hairstyle. You can see my customs, the thighs are a little bit thicker, which I think represents Punk a little bit better. He's not like a super skinny guy. He's a big dude. He's like 6'2", 6'3" maybe. And his thighs are not chicken legs. Which I think they have, the scaling for some of Mattel's legs is a little funky, and then I was hoping we'd get a better looking figure with Jazzwares, but then he's got some chicken legs with them too. You know, I like my formula a little more. I just think that his legs should be a little bit bigger, a little more flexible, but I don't know. I haven't settled on anything that I think is just perfect, like the ultimate CM Punk formula. So I'm happy with how it looks. I'm happy with how it looks next to his other figures. These are just a couple comparisons. I forgot that I had this custom. I did this a long time ago, but besides these two that we've officially gotten from Mattel, you guys get a little double whammy on customs this week. I've got my Macho Man Nexus CM Punk as well. So you can see here, I mean, they look about the same. I do have the big yellow knee pads on my Macho Man one because that's what his basic came with. I just converted the basic basically. And I didn't have any short yellow knee pads. I'm sure there's some out there I could chase down, but that's an old custom, and I painted all of it. Now I almost specifically just use decals. You can see there's like some chipping there, but I used to only hand paint, so I might go back. I might revisit him. I'm still happy with how he looks though. But that's gonna wrap everything up, really. I am getting close, so I need like one more follower on Instagram before I hit 1,000, and I have hit 100 subscribers on YouTube. I plan on doing this at the same time, and then I just had like one really good day with my account where I got over 100, and it's just kind of been going, so I appreciate that a lot. I want to do a giveaway soon, so I think once I hit 150 subscribers on my YouTube account, and then I hit 1,000 on my Instagram account, I'm gonna do a giveaway. My thought was to do a custom figure maybe, or I might do something I pick up, see if I pick up something cool while I'm out toy hunting. But if you guys have some ideas for a giveaway I could do, you can leave it in the comments. I'm very open to suggestions, but outside of that, I don't have much else to say. Subscribe, I appreciate it, obviously. Subscribe, comment, all that fun stuff. And remember, you can't buy happiness, but you can buy figures. Figure Dude out.